Hello. You're gonna have to give me a minute. I've got a runny nose and everything's being slow still. I've only just realized the temperature in here, and also I didn't have the heater on. I noticed because my legs were very cold. There we go. Discord is informed. I'm all set up and ready. I'm going to blow my nose. Okay, I'm all good. Got a very dry mouth still. I've had dry mouth all day. That's because I started my day with takeout. Which always makes me very, very parched. But I'm okay. Oh my gosh, so good. I need that. Huh. Okay, I'm good. Right. Well, it's the first day of a new month, and as my little scrap of paper that has all the dates and stuff written on it, has all the months on it, and it tells me what I'm doing every month. And this month it says it's Love Day, so I've got to make a Love Day video. Woo! Did I post that video to? Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah. So I've made a couple of videos. I cannot remember if I posted them here or on there or whatever. You know, it's weird. Been feeling very sluggish and loopy today. Don't know what that's about. Sure, it's nothing. Might just be an early night day. I don't know. But yeah, I've been not doing much besides just chilling and editing and chilling and then editing again. And yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, there's nothing really for me to say, to tell, whatever. We are all good. I uploaded a couple of videos. The video that I did for the Muzak selection last time. That was cool. That one looked like it went out okay. It says only on one person has watched it, which is fine. It's only been out for like a day, so that's okay. I just uploaded one of the special videos. It was for funnel week. It wasn't really a funnel video, but it was kind of a funnel video. It was a tube video, whatever. So that went out. Only finished editing that only like a few hours ago after I finished showering. I managed to get that one done. So yeah, all in all, a good couple of days. Just worky work. If anybody's wondering about my vision, it's gotten better. Still not 100%. It feels weird. You know, it's taking like a little bit longer for me to autofocus on something, I guess. I'm not that bothered by that. It seems like it's just getting better, so that's good. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to talk about much, really. Like, I'm kind of banned from talking about this, but it is kind of an issue. It's just a slight issue and stuff. Um, Probably going to get more flack from this. Essentially, I have, as some of you guys may know, I'm trying to word this in the most delicate way possible because, like I said, every time I bring this up, I always get told off because I shouldn't. But I'm a dad. Like I have a kid. Doesn't live with me. Lives with their family and stuff. I'm not going to give any more details other than that. But because of this, not because I have been asked. Like I want to make that clear because again, I'm going to get like so told off for just mentioning this at all. But yeah, I just want to make it clear that it's like she hasn't asked for me for anything. Not my kid, the mother of my kid. She's never asked me for anything. It's always been pretty kind of like chill relationship that we have and everything. But I kind of feel obligated. I feel like I should definitely like send her money every now and again. Again, I want to make sure that this is something that I'm doing, and I don't really want to like make it so that I'm sounding like they're begging for anything. It's just that I'm a dad and I have the responsibility at least a little bit to basically to do this. And because I do this every month, basically, I send them some money, and it's kind of like a drain, and it's kind of actually kind of, oh my god, why am I so like bummed out about sketchy about talking about this? I have no idea why I'm so kind of like getting tongue tied around about this. Like I said, I think it's just because I'm yeah. So yeah, I have like financial obligations to myself that I'm setting myself. That's what I should have said at the beginning. Dummy. Hey, Panafox. So yeah, I've got like obligations that I've set myself, and I do these things, and it's kind of like just another thing that it's, you know, I should just see it as like just another one of the monthly bills, etc., all that stuff. And I do this, and it's like a thing. It's just that like I'm feeling really guilty about not doing it for the past couple of months. Like I sent like I always send a Christmas payment, for example. Um, and whenever I hear basically that, you know, my kid needs like glasses or special dental work or whatever, because of where they live, I always send them money whenever that happens and stuff, because that is definitely my fault. Because of the bullshit that I've got, it turns out that they've also got like similar issues. So like I feel very, very, very responsible for that. So yeah, like I said, it's a self-imposed kind of like almost a child tax that I'm paying, and I haven't been able to do it, and I'm feeling kind of like, well, this has kind of triggered my depression because I haven't been able to do it for the past couple of months, except for the Christmas payment, and it's like, it hurts, it hoits. So yeah, I know you're watching. I just wanted to make sure that you specifically knew that it's because I have no money. And I do feel very, very bad about that. And I'm sorry. So yeah, that was a message to her, by the way, just in case anybody's confused. She doesn't really watch me anymore, I don't think, for my personality or my content or whatever. She literally only watches because, like, if I mention her or like anything to do with my kid, she basically wants me to shut up, and she will be yelling at me later because of this. So yes, I just wanted to kind of like say that. So yeah. So now that's out of the way, I had to get that off of my chest. I basically have sent them messages and stuff, like apologizing super much. But yeah, if anybody else is confused about this random segment of my live stream and stuff like that, ever since I've mentioned, because I was hiding it for a long time, upon her request, that I had a kid and everything. Like they have stopped talking to me, and they have actually like just been very, very cross that I've mentioned that fact, because they didn't want it anywhere near any of my content, and I completely understand why, and I totally get it. But yeah, to say that this is kind of like my fault and all that stuff is just, yeah, I get it. I get so like they have a completely legitimate reason for being pissed off at me. And I've done this to myself, and I get it. It's just that it's causing me kind of like it's triggering my depression a lot. Just all of that around that. So yeah, I haven't even talked to Damon or anybody about it. Besides my therapist, who is now back from her sodding cruise. So that's fun. Yeah. Hey, Dawn. So yeah, I know that was all heavy and stuff like that. It's just that I had to kind of get it off my chest to somebody, and especially if like especially if she herself is going to mention is gonna maybe possibly hear it. It's just another way of me to getting it out there, so that basically maybe she'll understand and stuff. So yeah, fun. It's a lot of fun. It's life. It's what we're here for. It's what we're doing. It's the thing. Anyway, now that that's like I'm not going to talk about it anymore. It's all sorted. Like I feel better for talking about it, and I'm good. I get that this is very public and stuff. It's just that not many people watch my live streams anyway, so I'm okay with that. Oh, honestly, I did feel a bit better. How's everybody doing? It says nobody's watching anyway now, even though I had 2 highs in my in my chat, and then that was it. I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. Right, I've got 2 again. Just trying to trying to put a barrier between what I said earlier and now. So I've got 2 requests coming up. I got 2 requests coming up, and I'm feeling like I will just kind of insert something Valentine's Day-ish into one or both of those requests when I do actually film something. I don't see Valentine's Day as being just a day. Sorry, my nose has just decided to release a bunch of gunk at the back of my throat, also because I was kind of like getting a bit emotional. So I'm gonna blow my nose again. But yeah, I'm looking for ideas. Specifically, unless I get like a proper idea for Valentine's Day. Ah. Ah. I'm good. Good. I'm going to keep that tissue. Yeah, for Valentine's Day. Otherwise, I'm just going to just do what I just said. Like I said, it isn't just one day. For me, it's like, oh, what do you have a fucking tissue right here? I did at the beginning of the stream. God damn it. Anyway, yeah, I feel like it's like the whole month. So even when like one of the teen days, isn't it? It's like, is it like the 14th or something? I can't remember exactly when Valentine's Day is supposed to come about, but yeah, it's like the whole month. So I've got like the whole month to figure it out and then do it. I'm not gonna strictly say it like, you know, like Christmas or something, that it's going to be on one specific day. It's going to be somewhere. So yeah, Friday. Thank you. What, this Friday? Really? That's so annoying. I'm not doing that. It's because I'm talking as well. That's so annoying. Next Friday. Awesome. Yeah, so I'm personally just seeing February as all being love month. Okay, so I'm just gonna say Love Day or whatever. If it gets released after next Friday, then I'm gonna just call it a late Valentine's Day or late Love Day, because I can't spell Valentine's Day because I'm a moron that has dyslexia. So that's fun. That's why, in fact, I have it written down on my post-it, on my double post-it, as a Love Day for February. So yeah. What's next one? St. Patrick's Day. That one's easy. I've already got the beer for that, so that's good. Yeah, let me read. I'm okay, feeling bad, wasted my Saturday. I feel the same way. I feel like I'm missing a day somewhere. It might just be because I was off for a day and I felt kind of weird with my eyes and all that stuff. Maybe that was it, but I feel like I've missed out a day, or like advanced a day forward one or something. I don't know. My calendar, my internal calendar is all fucked up. I don't get it. So yeah, I get what you mean. Like yesterday, I thought it was Sunday, so I kind of like was a bit more relaxed and more chilled yesterday. When today, in fact, was Sunday. It is Sunday now in the UK, at least. So I have no idea what happened there. That was strange. I think it's just because it's the first of the month or something. Maybe, I don't know. I just like my days are slightly screwed up. Also, my sleep is still kind of screwed up, so that's probably what best that I'm going to do. Maybe like an early night for me anyway. Like once I finish streaming here, I might just like play on my computer for a little bit and go to bed, instead of like, you know, what I normally do after streaming, which is maybe get on with a little bit of work and then go to bed. I don't know. I'm going to see how I feel after this. But yeah, I get what you mean. It's weird. It feels like a wasted my day somewhere. I don't know. I did get 2 videos out. Has anybody seen these videos? So who is the one viewer that watched like my last video and the video that I posted today? Who are those peoples? Because I know my videos, the video that I posted today has only been done for like only a few hours, but I feel like, yeah. I did get the padding done with the sweater vests. That was the last video. The video that I did today was the ice cream beer float internal belly bed thing that I did. So I don't know if anybody's watched those yet. They're both quite long videos for what they are. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why my videos have gotten so much like longer than usual. It used to be a thing of like, I used to do like a video and try to aim for 20 minutes. And if I didn't aim for 20 minutes or if it was too short, then like, you know, I'd make sure that I at least did like 10 minutes at least. But, you know, using some editing tricks and stuff to get it to 10 minutes. But now I seem to have gone to the opposite end and been like, okay, I'm going to aim for 20 minutes. I've got 2 hours worth of footage here. I've got to cut that down. You know, how did I get 2 hours worth of footage? Oh yeah, because I filmed multiple angles, etc. So yeah, I get that, but it's like, why is it still that long? It's so, they're always like around about 40 minutes for some reason. I don't get it. But yeah, Panafox is tired. Why are you so tired, dude? Take a break. Take a break. You always seem to be working. Like, just chill for a little bit. Also, buy a computer. I'm still annoyed that when I had money, I didn't actually just like spring for a cheapy-ish computer and send it to you. I feel kind of like annoyed at that. Like, if you weren't going to come and see me at least when I was in Vegas, then I was like, I was itching to basically do something nice for you. But then I was like, I don't know where he lives. I don't know how to do this and all of that stuff. There was lots of reasons. But yeah. Panafox, get a computer. It's not hard to get a computer. Has anybody got any ideas for videos for Love Day? The Love Day. The weather's getting better here, which is confusing because it's like the night times are still fucking cold. It is -1 degrees here. I keep turning my heating on and off in my office, and it's just not. This is not. I'm not getting used to the temperature fluctuations. But yeah, the days are getting warmer again, so that's nice. I'm really annoyed at myself right now because of the whole weird kind of like thing. But yeah. You watched the beer bloat vid? It was great. Was that the one that I just posted today, like a few hours ago? That one? I am a bit disappointed with that. That was going to be like titled a human balloon video, but it just didn't look like I distended much, which was annoying to me. You know, the before and after effect wasn't quite as drastic as I was expecting, which is weird because at the time when I shot that video, I remember shooting that video and being like, this is crazy. I really do, like, I was really struggling to sit upright. I was really struggling to kind of like get on and off of the sofa afterwards. You know, I struggled to get on my red onesie. It was all of that was a big struggle because I felt very, very, very much like I was very, very round and bloated, and it was like, it was a lot of fun, is what I'm trying to say. I wasn't saying that I was struggling in a bad way. It was fun to struggle like that, because that's kind of what gets my gears going. So yeah, it was just weird that the effect wasn't very much registered visually, and it annoyed me a lot. So yeah. That one. Yeah, it was, like I said, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to shoot. It was a lot of fun to shoot. I kept worrying that YouTube was going to take it down on account of like I don't like to shoot if I'm making a video specifically for YouTube. I don't like to shoot anywhere under my belly, even if it is covered up and is kind of like I'm following all of the regulations and stuff. It's just that whenever I've done that, every now and again I get like a warning, like you've been ordered a warning or a strike or something from YouTube and stuff, and it's like, whenever I do anything under the tummy, whenever I show anything under the tummy, even if I'm fully clothed, which I always am on YouTube, it's always like, oh, the censors are just so strict. Even when I mark it as like, restricted video, adults only, etc. It's always like that. Phone, what are you up to? It keeps doing the thing where it just flashes the time. Is it every minute that you're doing this? Just feels weird. My phone's also doing, sorry, my camera, my TV, my iPhone that I shoot the videos with, is also my TV, and I have it just there, and it keeps waking up. It puts itself to sleep, and then it keeps waking up every minute, it seems, just to tell me that the time has changed. I don't get it. It's also doing this new thing, which is very worrying, considering it's my only camera, where it isn't telling me when it's on 20% power. It's not giving me the battery warning. It's only telling me when it's on 10% power. I don't know if that's a new thing or like a software update or whatever, but that's slightly terrifying on account of I sometimes ignore it because I'm waiting for the 10% power one to come on. So I just kind of push OK and then like get on with what I'm doing. And then, yeah, it's every minute. Every minute it's doing it. It's so creepy. It used to only do that when I had a notification. Now it's doing it every minute. I don't know. But yeah. So Roscoe at least watched that last video, so that's cool. Can I actually just check? I'm just going to check real quick. Yeah, 2 people watched the last video, and I posted it on Patreon and on my Discord Patreons table. Patrons table, whatever. But yeah, still only 1 person has watched the Dad's New Duds video. Two people have watched the Goofin fail. And 9 people have watched the leather video. Why? I don't get it. Strange. I don't get analytics on Just for Fans, but I've also been posting the videos to Just for Fans as well. And but they seem to be like being consumed at the same rate as usual. It's only YouTube that's like, well, YouTube/Patreon that's been my patrons that have been like cut or something. I don't know. It's weird. I download your vids onto the hard drive so you won't see my view. Well, if you download them, then that means that you have to go to the page in which they're on, and that counts as a view. You know that, right? Like that counts as a view. It doesn't tell me how many times they were downloaded. But yeah. Don says trying to paint a heart with your butt. Is that so? That's an idea. I don't know if I already addressed this. I definitely read it. So you weren't being ignored, Don. I was just kind of like trying to think of a way to actually accomplish that, and I can't. That's really creepy. Why is it doing that? That's kind of creepy. Yeah. I don't know how I could do that for a across the platforms. I don't know how I could do that. I could do that for just a fans video, but I can't do that with anything else. So yeah. I could paint a heart on my tummy. That's a good idea, actually. That's actually a good idea. If I'm going to make a special video for Valentine's Day, then it would be. I don't actually have my bow anymore. I think my mother got rid of that. I could have done a Cupid thing, a Cupid bear thing. I don't know. Put on my white Y fronts because I don't have a nappy because I'm not putting on an adult diaper. Unless I absolutely have to, but yeah. I can just do it straight from the link. I don't have to go onto YouTube. Yeah, you see, the thing is that when you download something, it still counts as a view. That still counts as a view, according to YouTube. When I've had to manage somebody else's uploads at one time, and like fairly semi recently, like just last year, and I found out that this is a thing. It's that still counts as a view if you download it straight from the link. Essentially, the software itself has to go onto the page and download it, so that counts as, yeah, it counts as a view. It's a thing. It's like if it's essentially like if you've embedded it. It's like it embeds it like for one bit, for a little bit, and then kind of like downloads it. That's essentially what's happening there. Because if I copied that, if I made it so that you could actually copy the link and post it to another website, it will come up as a preview, and then you can actually click on it like on Discord, and then instead of being age restricted, it will just play and stuff, and that would count as a view. That's also kind of how it downloads. It's a thing. It's a thing. Yeah, going back to the Don suggestion thing. I don't know how I would actually like do that with my butt in a video. However, well, I do actually, but I feel like it would just be it would be more safe. It would be more YouTube safe if I actually did just paint it on my tummy. Does anybody like this idea? Is what I'm trying to get at. Does anybody like this idea? I'm not actually going to actually film anything just yet. I've still got the I've got to sort out my hard drive because my hard drive is being weird. Like I was all ready to go on to the after I finished doing the last video. I was all ready to go on to do the next video, but the you know, the ones that I shot at my mother's place. However, the hard drive that has all of the videos on it that are ready to go into the editing, my editing hard drive, has been kind of like, I don't know what it is. It's just, it's failing to load previews and stuff. You know, it's failing to load previews, and it's failing to actually like just, it's failing to be organized, and it keeps coming up with random errors sometimes, which is confusing and irritating. But then again, there are weird, like, there's weird kind of reading errors on my computer anyway. I'm kind of a bit concerned about that. I don't know if I should defrag or something, although isn't like that kind of obsolete? Doesn't your computer automatically defragment and stuff every now and again by itself? I'm pretty sure that's already been set up on my computer. So, I don't know. I've got to sort that out anyway. That's the first thing I'm doing tomorrow. And then I'm going to actually like put the files from my phones, from my cameras, onto the computer so that I can then edit those videos. Because I think I've got like 3 videos to edit from there. And then I've got the videos that I've got to shoot, as well as the Valentine's Day video. Although I'm probably going to prioritize the Valentine's Day video on account of it's pretty early in the month. So yeah, it's a thing. I said wait for a better option then. Does nobody like my idea? Is that what's happening? Do you just not like my idea? Really? Not even a little bit? I kind of like it. I thought it was good. I'm kidding. If you have an SSD drive, you don't need to defrag. Yeah, it's it doesn't feel just like it's from. Actually, no. It is mostly just from the drives that something's happening. Something weird's happening. I don't know. You can tell your computer to defrag on schedule, but that only works if it's on during the scheduled time. I leave my computer on. It basically, whenever it's been left alone for a while, it goes power safe, which is essentially just it uses its battery and then it charges up whilst I'm actually using the computer. But I basically turn my computer on in the day, and then I turn it off when I go to bed. So it should automatically be doing whatever it's doing during those times. Paint a heart on your tongue. Are you okay, Dom? Have I done something? I feel like I've done something. Have I pissed you off somehow? Your internet crashed, Roscoe. I'm sorry. Why is it with America? A lot of America doesn't have very good internet. I don't get it. I live in the middle of nowhere in England, and the internet's like super good on account of, well, we have got fiber now, but even before the fiber, it was like getting better and better, and now it's just, well, now it's awesome. So yeah. America's a huge, huge country. I get that. I do get it. I do understand that. Just that your simple infrastructure which now includes internet, seems to be kind of shit. Like even in like built up areas and stuff. I understand if it's like a huge country and people in the middle of nowhere have kind of sometimes got crappy internet, and I get that. You know, it's just that a lot of my friends don't live in the middle of nowhere, and well, yeah, it's weird. It just seems weird to me that this isn't a thing. That everywhere but America seems to have like super good internet, which is strange. I do have one friend that now lives in Japan, and they never complain about internet or anything. They never complain about anything. They fucking love it there and tell me all the time how great it is, and I fucking hate them because of it. It's so annoying. Anyway, and outside the major cities, it's not profitable to give good service. Yeah, but like I just said, in a lot of my friends don't live in the middle of nowhere. You know, I have a friend that's in Chicago. That is essentially in like they're in the suburbs. They're in one of the suburbs of Chicago, but they say that their internet sucks. So their internet sucks. It's weird. I think they moved like 2 years ago as well, and they said that they moved from in the city, in actual proper Chicago, to like I want to say Aurora, but that's wrong on account of that is from Rain's World, but it's like an A name. It is an A name. God damn it. They live somewhere outside of Chicago, in the one of the big suburbs of Chicago. So yeah, and they have crappy internet. Even though and in the city they had crappy internet. So yeah, I don't get it. That's helpful, Roscoe. But I was saying that it's an A name. I feel like it's an A name, but I could be wrong. I have to ask them again. But yeah, Don, have I done something? You're gonna have to tell me if I've done something. I don't know. I don't know what I did. And, you know, if you are mad at me, let me know. Okay. Um. Yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about or say or anything. Oh, I should check the batteries on my microphones. They probably need charging up again. Ugh. I was going to do some editing whilst I was on stream and stuff, but hmm. um, but like I said, I'm not actually editing right now because I'm still organizing files and stuff. There's been a lot of like when I put files onto my computer for my editing, I kind of dump them into the editing folder. And the editing folder itself has like subcategories at the top, and then the rest of the videos are just in the folder because they're like the videos I'm going to be using. I keep a lot of the videos in there because whenever the topic of like pipe or cigar comes up, I keep those clips like separate from everything else when I'm actually like editing, and all of the videos I'm using currently for my whatever project I'm doing get moved into the current folder. And then they get moved back if I need those clips later for the pipe or cigar videos. And yeah, that's how it is. But the folder, the just editing folder itself, has been kind of just dumped into so much that now it's not even providing thumbnails for some stuff. And I need those thumbnails because otherwise I'm going to have to right click on them and then open to play them for a little bit to see if they're the ones that I need, and that's annoying me. that's the only problem that I'm dealing with at the moment. So I'm just organizing and cleaning out that bit of the folder at the moment, but that's taking a while considering that the videos for the past year have been on that thing. So yeah, at least the videos ever since basically the videos just before I went to Vegas, like everything from then to now basically has been just dumped into that folder, and like I said, I'm just cleaning that up. Hopefully that will give it enough space for me to actually have thumbnails back again, because it's exhausting having to watch, you have to right click on every single video just to see if it's the file that I need right now. So yeah, I'd rather not do that at you while I'm waiting to get on to my next project. So yeah, that's what's happening. And that's probably what I'm going to be doing for most of tomorrow, and then I will be transferring the files from my phones to the computer, and then I will be editing whatever video I did first from those. Yeah. I'm still surprised about the leather video, considering that lots of people were reacting to the pictures that came from that video. I'm still surprised that only 4 people, well, 9 people have watched it. Strange. 4 people on my Just a Fans have watched it for sure, because it's got that many likes, I think, on my Just a Fans. So yeah. Right. I don't really know what else to talk about. I'm completely drained of topics, I think, now. I think I'm good. Has anybody got anything they want to ask me about or talk to me about before I go? Now is the time, I guess. I still don't know. I might just organize some more of that folder. Maybe I can get it all done tonight before I go to bed. I do at least want to play a little of my game. Watch some more bad TV. I'm watching the US version of Ghosts. I don't know if anybody knows about this, but there was a UK TV program called Ghosts, and it dealt with a bunch of ghosts that were in a mansion, and this couple that had inherited the mansion and were turning into a B&B basically, and the wacky hijinks that came with living with ghosts in this mansion. And it was really good, and it was sometimes heartwarming, and it was sometimes it was very, very funny. It was just sometimes awkward. It's just interesting. It was just interesting viewing if ghosts were real and this is what happened. It was fun. Then somebody told me that the US had a version of Ghosts because the US likes to steal. I do. I like saying that they like to steal. But they borrow or they pay for the rights to TV shows from the UK, so that they can do their own versions. And the US version of The Office, for example, is its own flavor and it's its own thing, and it's pretty good. Like I did like it. It definitely lasted longer. But the US version of Ghosts is painful and inferior, like on so many levels. Everything seems so rushed, and I don't know why it's so rushed. They seem to have the exact amount of like the same amount of time. You know, they've got the same amount of seasons. You know, the same amount of episodes and all that stuff. I don't understand why it's so rushed. There are differences, of course. It's its own flavor. I will say that it is its own flavor. It's only a little bit inferior to the UK version. It's still funny. It's a different kind of humor. I think that's what it is. The American humor is definitely different from the UK humor, and that definitely shows. But I like both sets of humor. Just that the American Ghost series, it's just missing something, and I don't know what it is. It might just be purely that I'm not attracted at all to the scout leader like I was to the UK version. The UK version of the scout leader guy, I just wanted to give him a cuddle all the time. He was very sweet looking, you know. I just wanted to hug him all the time. Just I felt bad for him all the time, you know. It was just like it was just he was just very funny. The US version, I don't give a shit about. I'm finding it real hard to empathize to feel like much compassion towards him. He's just kind of whiny and annoying, in my opinion. I don't know what it is. It can't literally just be the mustache. It can't just be the mustache. I don't know what it is. The annoying thing about this this particular character is that in the UK version, the one that I said is cute, I don't like this actor. I don't like that actor. I think he's kind of irritating on anything else that he's been in. You know, he's kind of a dick. Well, not really a dick. It's just that he's kind of just he's there to be the annoying shit. You know, the fumbling annoying shit. And usually I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't give a crap about him. But this time with the mustache, and maybe it's the scout uniform itself, I don't know. It just makes me always empathize with him and want to hug him so much. Just tell him everything's going to be okay, and it's going to get better. He's going to be okay. You know, people care about him and stuff. But the American one, don't give a crap about. It's just he's just annoying. He's not even that funny. It's just there's something about it. I don't know. But the American one is at least entertaining. I think it's because they've got different characters. You know, they haven't just like supplanted the same characters over to America. They are different. They've actually like changed every single character that is a ghost. You know, I'm trying to remember all of the UK ghosts. Let me just try to rattle off. Except for the Cub Scout, except for the Scout guy. So there's the Scout. There's the ancestor, the 1800s ancestor lady in the UK version. There's the the aristocrat, the Georgian lady. There's the sergeant major from the Second World War. I think he's from the Second World War. No, he might be from World War One. I think he might actually be from World War One. Anyway, there's him. And there is the caveman, and then there's the headless guy from the 1500s. No, he's earlier than that. He's from the Tudors, the Tudor guy. And then there's the member of Parliament, the MP, who's not wearing pants. God damn it. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, there's the woman that was part of the witch trials who got caught on fire. There's her. She wasn't in it for long. Sorry, spoilers. Well, it didn't feel like she was in it for long. Oh my god. Oh, there's also the poet as well from the Gilded Age, who was killed in a duel. Yeah, there's him. God damn it. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. But anyway, there's these set of characters, right? Apart from the Cub Scout, the Cub or Scout leader, all of them are changed in the American version. In the American version, there is the ancestor from the turn of the century. Like, she's still there, but she's like different. Like, her character is just been changed a lot. There's the singer from like the 20s, the 1920s singer. You know, bootlegger, prohibition age kind of person. There is. I just watched this. There's the Wolf of Wall Street kind of guy from the 2000s. He's the pantsless version. He's the pantless guy. There's an Indian guy, a Native American guy. There's a Viking, which I'm kind of liking. He's the only one I kind of like. There's a headless guy from the 50s. I can't remember the reason for that. Oh, there's also a teenage kind of like 80s prom queen lady as well, but she's not in it much at all. I think that's it. I think isn't that all of them? I think that's it. But yeah, these are completely different characters. It's kind of like it's kind of irritating to me that these are completely different characters. It doesn't annoy me that much. I'm still enjoying the differences. It's more that it's like it kind of makes me want to watch like more of these series for more different types of ghosts. You know, is there going to be an Australian version of Ghosts? I don't know, but they could do that, and I would definitely watch that. I just don't get it. I don't get why they've done so many changes, and yeah, it's weird. But I'm watching that right now. I watched all of Call the Midwife, and that was kind of that was a nice series. Although, god damn it, it's so like, I know it's a drama. It's basically a new soap opera now and stuff like that. But it's weirdly predictable. It's weirdly predictable, and it's also the initial premise of it is kind of up the wall. You know, they have a lot of character turnaround as well. Like, we get new characters every season, and we get like a lot of the old characters kind of fuck off as well, and that's kind of irritating to me. I get that's how, like, you know, the universe works, but at the same time, I would like the initial premise to be maintained. The initial premise of the show was that it's about midwives in the 1950s. Continuing on from the mid 50s onwards, because the show every season is a different year, and they're on season 15 now. So I get that the characters change and stuff like that, but the initial premise was that all of these stories are from the writings of a woman that's basically she's telling us her memoirs. That's the initial premise of the show. Is that it's about her retelling her experiences as the years went on from this specific location in this specific vocation, right? She left. Spoilers, by the way. She left in season 3 or 4. She's gone. And yet at every single beginning and every single ending of the episode, we get an older lady's voice, like an elderly lady's voice, telling us about like oh, the summer of 1970 whatever was strange this morning and stuff like that. And it's like, you weren't even there. You fucked off in season 4. How do you know what's going on? It just wound me up when she goes on and on in the beginning and end of every fucking episode. And it's like, I wouldn't mind so much if they just they explained it away. They tried to explain it a little bit by saying, it's like, I still kept in touch, on one of the ending voiceovers. It basically says, I still kept in touch with everybody that worked there, and that place had a special meaning to me, so I kept up with all my correspondence there and everything. And it's like, there's a lot of the stories here which you can't have been kept up with. There's a lot of heavy lifting that everybody's going to have to do to basically continuously keep you informed of everything that happened in this specific situation. We're no longer going off of your memoirs. That premise is gone. It's way gone. I wouldn't even mind it so much if they basically brought in that actress that played that specific midwife that we're listening to every episode. But no, they don't do that. She doesn't come back ever. She doesn't come back ever. I guess it was too frustrating because, like, when she was around, they did try to put her in a couple of life threatening situations, and all I kept thinking is like, well, no, she's not going to die or anything because we're hearing her as an older lady in the future. So I guess the writers figured this out also. So they were like, well, we have to get her away so that she isn't affected by any of the bullshit that's happening that she's saying. But oh my god, it's just so, she just goes on, and it's all the same stuff every single time she talks, and it just it turned me off. It turned me off of it a lot, even though, yeah. At least they did stop doing one thing, and I'm sorry, this is more spoilers, but every time I liked somebody, like a specific character or whatever, every single time they made somebody super likable, you knew that they weren't going to be around much or for much longer because they'd fucking die, or they would be like flicked off of the show somehow, And again, spoilers, but there's a really, really kind of like really cute walrus mustached police sergeant. Looked really good in his uniform. Really, really nice character. Wanted to see him all the time. I, definitely up my street. Was watching it purely because he was there. He has a heart attack. He doesn't die. Again, super spoilers in case anybody's interested. He doesn't die, but he moves away. And we don't hear anything about him ever again. Even though he had a super good story arc and story interest. He had a really good, interesting story, Like, he was a dick, and then he got like better, and he got more understanding, and he was becoming like a regular member of the group. It was like, like, yes, we were liking him. He's getting better. He's, you know, he's seeing really, he's becoming a really, really nice guy, you know. And then they got rid of him. You know, they've done this to several characters that I really liked, and it pissed me off. They either killed them or made them move away, and it was just like, great, great. Well, I was really enjoying that character. Now they're not there anymore. They also keep threatening. Also, one of my favorite characters, and I'm not going to spoil their, you know, who that is, because I don't want to spoil that for anybody, because they're really nice, and I don't want anybody to kind of like, yeah. But like, there's one character in particular, and I love them so much, and I really was just super worried about them whenever anything happened, because like I said, they kept killing off all the characters that I liked. But they get to a point where they stop doing that. They actually stop killing off characters and stop sending them away. There's a point where, I'm not telling you where it is, just in case you do want to watch it, but I'm not telling you where it is. There's a point where they actually stop doing it, but they do still keep putting them in life-threatening situations, and it does continuously make me worried about them, and I keep being scared that there's something that's going to happen to them that is going to take them out, and it's just so annoying. So yeah, it's really annoying. Also, Fred Buckle. I do like Fred Buckle, even though I didn't like him at the beginning. I like him now. Like Fred Buckle. He's a good character. I like him. He's funny. Okay, so what else have I watched? I'm just feeling, I'm just vamping, I guess. What else have I had in the background and I tried to watch? Oh, I did try to watch the new Superman, the newish Superman, the Superman and Lois. That series, awful. Just I couldn't. I had to turn it off. I couldn't deal with it. It was just so annoying. It's basically Smallville. It's basically Smallville, but really shit. It's not even that interesting. It's predictable. It's like it's definitely more modern on account of like all of the action. A lot of the action stuff happens at night, and it's very dark. And I swear to God, like I had to do this a lot to figure out what was happening, and I had to turn the brightness up on my screen so many times because I couldn't actually see what was happening when the action stuff happens. It's always at night or with like big lens flares in the background and stuff to hide just in case the special effects aren't up to scratch or something. It's just very it's annoying whenever actiony stuff happens, and whenever talking is happening, or whenever like they don't need to use special effects so much or whatever. There's always really good lighting. It's so annoying, and yeah, I couldn't find a single thing that I actually liked about any of this stuff, any of that, you know. I couldn't find a single thing that I actually liked about Superman and Lois. It was just, I did give it a shot. I watched all of season one before I had to turn it off. I watched all of season one, and then I just ended it. Like, it asked me, "Do you want to keep watching?" And I was just like, "No." Then went on to watch something else. Oh my God. I don't understand it at all. It's just like I wish that they did just do Smallville again, just to bring that up to date, because Smallville still holds up, you know. And you know, again, and this is minor spoilers. A lot of the criticism that I've seen about Smallville isn't that it's, you know, low budget. It isn't about like it being kind of like Canadian and everybody knows it, you know. It's not about the effects. It's not about like it's not even about the storyline. All of the people that I've ever heard about that have ever complained about Smallville have only ever complained because of one thing. And again, spoilers, but it's about the fact that he doesn't fly. It's about the fact that we never see him learn how to fly. I don't care. I just it's never really that's never really bothered me so much. It's like they do tease it a couple of times. They tease it a lot, you know, especially in the later seasons. They tease the whole flying thing so much that they want it to happen and stuff. It's mostly about that. Smallville itself is actually a really good show. It's for what they're working with, it's a really good show. It's like it was nicely done. Um, they could modernize it a little bit. Tom Welling is definitely one of my Supermen. Tom Welling is definitely one of my Supermen. He's one of my favorite Supermen. I don't know about any of the other ones. Like I would say he's my favorite Superman. Like, yeah, I haven't watched all of Lois and Clark. I do kind of want to see Lois and Clark. I've never watched all of that all the way through, but like I've only ever seen like a couple of episodes of it. Isn't Wilfred Brimley like Superman's dad, and isn't he still alive somehow? I don't understand that. That's weird. um, but yeah, I do kind of want to watch that, but unless that's like amazingly good, which I don't believe it would be. Tom Welling is it Tom Welling? No, I'm confused. Tom Welling is definitely my Superman. He's definitely like my favorite Superman. Oh yeah, turn that heating off. I was like, why is my leg getting cold? Only my leg. I need like a space heater that's just aimed at my legs. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, I watched the Superman and Lois series 1, season 1. It's painful. It just is painful. Essentially, it's all about like Superman's kids. It's trying to be all about Superman's kids, although I don't give a crap because they make one very emo and very whiny and very like just a shit. He's just a shit kid. He's just I hate him. I hate him so much. And the other one is actually okay. The other one's actually just okay. That one is what I would expect. He is very much like Smallville's Clark Kent. That one is, but the other one is just so whiny, so up his own butt, so kind of it's just a pain in the ass all the time. I just don't get it. Why are they doing this? They want us to be sympathetic for him a lot of the times, and it's just that it's never earned. I just can't feel sympathy for this kid. I can feel sympathy for the other one, but they never focus fully on him ever. It seems it feels kind of dumb. And also, Superman has lost a lot of his confidence, and he's threatening people. Superman actually threatens people with his laser eyes. He wouldn't never do this. Like there's one time in which we think he's gonna Hulk out, like he's after this person that the military is after, and again, I'm not. This isn't really spoilers. This is just like basically he's after somebody that the military is after. That's kind of got like a kind of almost kind of Kryptonian, but not really. I'm not really going to spoil exactly what's going on. But the military is also after them, and he and the military, both like military guys, basically like finally get this one guy cornered that they're after, and they're about to shoot. The military are about to shoot this guy, right? And they end up having to open fire because he looks like he's going to do something that will injure or at least kill one of the military guys. So they have to all open fire, and they've got kryptonite bullets, or at least like Kryptonian, like disabling bullets or something. Superman gets in front of the bullets and basically gets like injured a little bit. And then he appears to be fighting, hulking out. Like they hit him, he then reacts by being like, you know, like, and then he does the glowy eye thing, like he's about to laser somebody, and it looks like he's fighting the urge to kill everybody. And then he super speeds up to the guy that fired the shots at him, and he gets really close, and his eyes are getting brighter, and it's like, this is super threatening and bad. He's basically, he doesn't do anything, but like, no. No. I kept thinking this is like, oh my god, is there like something wrong with Superman? Is that what's happening in this storyline? Is that what's happening in this story? It's not. They just wanted to make Superman menacing to this one person for some reason. This is not super. That's not Superman. Ugh. I mean, that's just. It's just. It just winds me up. It's the whole thing of like. It's very much like the whole Man of Steel thing, when it's like, you know, I like Henry Cavill, but why is Superman being this much of a dick? A lot of the time, you know, it's stupid. It feels like they don't get Superman. That's what winds me up. It's like I'm not really a big fan of Superman, but I get him. I understand the character. I understand what the character's supposed to be like and stuff like that. It's just so annoying. And the worst part is that he gives the speech of like making, you know, of telling people, like telling his kids, for example, that like you know, being Superman's super hard. You know, you have to make sure that you're not threatening people, that you have to gain everybody's trust all the time because you're an alien or you're an outsider, you know, otherwise people will turn against you and stuff like that. And it's like, are you the same guy that was just do you not remember, because he gives this speech after the scene I just mentioned happens, and it's like, you don't remember anything that just happened just now. There's a whole thing that just happened where you threatened somebody, where you look like you was about to kill somebody, where you look like you was losing control, and you give this speech about how you must like not show that if you are about to lose control, that you're about to lose control, you have to be super careful, and you've not done this. This show is dumb. Just, it's so dumb. I do not know how it got 3 seasons plus. It's just so annoying. Oh. Anyway, I watched 1 season of it. I couldn't take it anymore. It was just so dumb. It just hurt. Yeah. Like Smallville, I'm going to talk about Smallville again. Sorry. Smallville, I get. Smallville was like a whole thing. And like I said, it was very much they seem to understand Superman. They seem to get it. It made sense. It was corny. A lot of it was very corny. I will give it that. A lot of it was Back to the Future corniness, You know, it's like yeah, like there's some parts of it that don't hold up. There's some parts of it that feel very cheesy. That like the for example, the first couple of seasons are dealing with meteor freaks, for example, people who are infected by Kryptonian something about kryptonite that's infected with like chewing gum or like inhalers or the asthmatic drug thing, or somebody like on diet pills that are in kryptonian infused. All of this stuff, basically, it's like they're very very corny and cheesy and stuff like that, and monster of the week. And I get it. It's kind of funny, and it does kind of make fun of itself sometimes, but they understood what they were. And they seem to be in the spirit of Superman. They were very comic book like, you know. It was a thing. It was funny, and it was cheesy on purpose. It felt like, the emotional shit, the soundtrack as well of Smallville was so good. Oh, like they really knew. Whoever was the person that organized the soundtrack for Smallville, they totally knew. The sound producers and stuff. They totally knew what they were doing. They were really good. So yeah. The only problem is also just like overall it holds up. There are parts of it that don't, but overall the thing holds up still, in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. However, yeah, the one thing that I just said, the soundtrack is really good. There is one thing that does annoy me. They always seem to have a synthesized violin or piano or something in the background all the time. It's just a product of the time. I understand. I get it. It's just that they won't leave it alone ever, it seems. It's either some kind of like track that's really good that they've picked out, or irritating, annoying synthesized piano or violin tracks. And they're just, yeah, they overuse them as well too much, in my opinion. So yeah. Anyway. I think that's it. I think I'm good. I think I've exhausted all of my kind of like stuff that I've watched and all of that stuff repertoire. I'm going to continue watching Ghosts US, the US version of Ghosts, and then who knows what I'm going to watch next. I might just switch back to watching watching YouTube or something. Right, I'm done. I feel like I'm just talking to myself at the moment, so I'm gonna go. Oh. Belly rubs and belly salute. Why am I itchy here? I feel like I'm itchy here a lot. Hopefully that's not a problem with my liver or something. I don't know.